Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we are currently building additional roads, although we're getting very close to getting these roads built. Now we're at 1441 gold, that's kind of a lot of gold. We're building a number of cities here, and I do want to go through these cities real quick here. So we know that we have actually a number of locations here. So starting with Hybera, where is that? Is that this over here? I think so. I think that's this city here. Okay, so we can definitely, I guess, build another port here? We could build another port here. Okay, sure. I guess this is where we're going to, like, build ships from, if we ever get around to building ships. That seems absolutely fine. Let's grab pop assimilation speed, since we're still working on assimilating quite a number of pops. And what else do we have? Okay, so let's see here. You are out over here? Slave City. Okay, cool. We'll build a tax office over there. What else do we have? Cool, that's down here. You are kind of all over the place, but we're working towards building a slave city. Okay, that seems fine. We'll build a couple of mills and a foundry. No problem there. What else do we have? This guy up here looks good. This is a slave city, so we will put in a mill. We'll ditch this granary, and we'll put in a tax office. Cool. We've got Orky, which is, I think, down here? Yes. This one's kind of all over the place. I'm feeling like, at this point, we could definitely get more research efficiency. So I'm leaning towards ditching the mill that's here, ditching the Grand Theater and the Great Temple, and the port, and just putting in academies and libraries. Cool. So we'll get that underway. What else do we have going on? Actually, I want to go back over here. Cool. So we've got 3 locations, these 3 here. We can start over this way. This is set up with kind of nothing but a fort. It does need to keep the fort, so I think I'll build 3 academies here for now. We're starting to run low on funds. I have noted that. We've got Tharsis down over this way. Let's tick forward so that we can get additional funds. There are no buildings here right now. And I guess that's not shocking. We have more cities growing up, so that's fine. We're going to have this one finishing up in 100 days as well. So we do produce iron here. This should definitely be a slave city. We're going to put in a foundry. And that's fine. We're going to decline that alliance offer again. We're a little bit low on funds for right now, so we'll just let all of these constructions work away. Cool. That should be fine for the moment. And once we get enough political influence, an alliance offer from Carthage. Hang on a moment. That's an interesting one. So we would functionally be in an alliance against Rome if we allied Carthage. As of this moment, I have no further designs on Carthage. Arguably, we could take, like, this area out over here. But beyond that, I'm much more threatened by Rome. I think we accept this offer. Which is a little wild, to be sure. I do think, yeah, we've got that recently declared war malice. Hilarious. I do think that we should probably send some gold on over to improve their opinion of us. And yeah, that'll increase our tyranny. We're going to have to deal with that tyranny issue. No doubt about that. So we're going to have all of this construction done eventually. Certainly eventually. We're going to have this additional city completing soon. And we almost have the gold now to get another city going. So that's definitely noted. And we need more things over here for sure. Man, more tyranny? Okay. That guy's not going to be happy, but I don't think he was ever going to be happy. So that should be fine for the moment. We definitely do want to produce more iron here. There's no doubt about that. And we'll get to work on that. But I do want to hop over... Actually, a tribesman and a citizen moving there? Do it. Seems good. We'll take tribesmen, we'll take citizens. They'll change over to what they need to be eventually. So that's completely fine. I don't think we need all... Well, I mean, more slaves wouldn't be a terrible thing. We are a slave-based economy, after all. but that'll change eventually. Cool. So we're definitely making good progress on our road construction here. We're not done with it yet, but we've made very solid progress. I think we should probably have a connection here. And then maybe one over this way as well. Like a road that goes something like that. Or actually probably like that. Most likely. But we'll get to that. We're at 344 gold right now. So I want to head over to Oripo. And what do we... Where is Oripo? Actually, where is Oripo? Hang on. That's this one down over here, I think? No. That's this one. Cool. So we currently have here, we produce fruits. And this is definitely heading over towards being a slave city. That's fine. We'll build a mill here. We're limited to 3 of these in any given territory. This is going to be 2. Oh, there's too few people for another building. Right. So we could ditch the granary, and that's exactly what we'll do. We'll do something like that. Cool. Now, we do have a risk of rebellion in Oritania. We can swap this over to harsh treatment, and that is still actually negative. Fascinating. Mostly due to our governor's corruption. Okay, well, he's going to die relatively soon. So for the time being, that's probably okay. We're definitely making solid progress on our roadage out this way. There are a few additional roads that I want to build after we're done with this, but we're going to be very, very close. Let's take a look at our cities here. So we've got Carmo. Where are you at, Carmo? Carmo is this city here. Okay, so we've currently got... This is a really awkward setup here. I think we'll ditch the port. We'll probably... We need to keep this fort. This is a bulwark against Rome. We can ditch the marketplace and ditch the Grand Theater. Although, the conversion speed is nice. But I think this is going down by minus 0.25. Okay. I think we're going to ditch those, and we're going to put in academies here. And then a pair of libraries as well. Cool. What did we produce there? Fruit? Yeah, this is fine. Okay. Strike the earth. More pops coming in. I love it. Always great. What else do we have going on here? We've got this city. Okay. We produce cloth here. So really, I think that this should be another tech city. And we'll get going on that as soon as we can. An alliance officer... An alliance offer up here. That's... We don't actually... Well... Actually, maybe we should accept that. We would gain tyranny. If they offer again, we'll accept it. Now that we have Carthage on our side as well. Well, are they allied with Carthage? No, they're not. I feel like we're strong enough with Carthage. It's so weird to be allied to Carthage, though. That's, like, very, very strange. So we need Galicium next, which is up over this direction. This is set up as a slave city, so we can absolutely build a tax office there. Wonderful. What else do we have going on here? So we need here. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We definitely want an additional academy here. For the moment, we can't afford an... Actually, we could afford another one, couldn't we? Yeah, we could. I'm going to wait till the month tick anyway, just to be absolutely certain. And there we go. Ah, this guy died. That's good. That is definitely good. Oritania is still going to be a problem due to this jerk's corruption. And that's because he has free hands. I'm going to revoke that. That puts him at 32 loyalty. But that will reduce his corruption somewhat. And he actually just fell ill with dysentery. Hopefully he dies from that one. That would be really good. We would love it to have a different governor in Oritania. Maybe we just replace him. Well, he refuses to be replaced. Okay, whatever. So we do have a little bit more roadage to build here, and I do want to get a road built that goes like here, basically, for sure. And then a road up here as well. Beyond that, I think our roads are kind of decent. I want to make sure that this crossing is roaded and this crossing is roaded. And I want to make sure that this one is as well. So we'll do that. There we go. Hey, a bridge. Cool. Okay, so we've got some gold. Let's take a look at what we would need here. So at this point, we would need just a library, right? Yeah, that should max that city out. Wonderful. Next up would be Tharsis, which of course produces iron, and we want to continue to build mills here. We need a new martial researcher, and we have a scorned family right now. We are pretty ahead of time. This guy would be skill 7 compared to skill 11. I'm going to put this guy in. I want to keep advancing our tech. So that'll be absolutely fine. Of course, down here in Tharsis, we want an additional mill. We want to get up to 3 of these, and then we'll start building tax offices after that. So we're optimizing our iron production, right? So there's these guys here. They're not allied to Carthage. The main reason why I don't want to ally these guys at this point is I don't want to get called into a war against Rome that does not include Carthage, who is apparently brewing up a civil war. We'll see if they manage that or not. Okay. So we're going to get this done over here. Then we're going to go back up to here. Oh, hey, 5 stability or a bunch of gold. We're going to take the gold right now, actually, because that allows us to go into Tharsis and finish off our mills there. Wonderful. And we can also go up over here. We haven't decided what we want this to be yet. It produces olives. And I think for the moment, we might go for another research city. Like, I feel like our research efficiency is really, really low right now. So I think that's okay. We're going to build 2 academies here, and then as soon as we get a month tick, which is right now, we're going to build a 3rd academy. Untiring devotion, so 3 free stability. That is wonderful. Keeping an eye on Oritania here. Okay. And Bastitania down over this way. We should definitely move this. Is this the same guy? No. Okay. We should definitely put this on harsh treatment as well, just to stave that off for a while. I do want to check to see. We're going to have a religious conversion in 13 years. Okay. That's a little bit rough, to be sure. But let's see. I wanted to... I guess this path is okay. Except it kind of isn't. Just come on down over to here. Build a road like that. And then, yeah, I guess building like this is fine. Yeah, that seems okay. And then I do want to have a road that connects over here for purposes of accessing this crossing. That'll be fine. Then we're going to come around this direction, and we're going to build in a structure that is kind of like this. Make sure that we have this crossing done, and then come over here and make sure we have this crossing done. Beyond that, I think our roads are virtually done. That should do the trick. Cool. Now, I want to have our cities done very soon here. So we've got Basti, which is no longer a thing. Okay. We may have lost a pop there. Interesting. So we've got this one up over here, which of course requires a library. And we'll get that going. And then as far as other cities go, we've just got this one. This produces papyrus, which, I mean, would make for a good research city. We do need a new oratory researcher, and we'll put in this guy. Apparently that got rid of our Scorned family. I didn't even see that he was a member of the Scorned family, but maybe he was. So I do think that a research city over here does make some amount of sense. So we'll get that going. I'm going to wait for the month tick before we get a second one here. We don't technically need it, but I just want to make absolutely certain. There we go. Cool. And we're not going to be done there yet. We've got 2 more buildings to construct. But that'll take a little bit of time before we've got that ready to go. Now, we do have the political influence to make another city. Somewhere like this would be a good option. Let's see. That is a city. This is a city. This is a city. We're still going to decline this. I don't want to get called into a war with Rome that does not have Carthage. I say as we know how weak Carthage is. Maybe they've strengthened up since we last fought them. Maybe. But I kind of doubt it, to be honest. Manpower is definitely something we should consider going forward. I suspect at this point that we have enough research cities. We should be seeing our research efficiency come up for now. Pop promotion speed would definitely be an interesting thing to do here. And I don't want to gain additional tyranny. Losing 25 political influence is actually kind of okay. Our primary restricting factor right now is actually gold. So I want to come into this city here, build our third academy, and then we can build a library here. Call to arms from Carthage against the Carthaginian revolt. We will accept that offer. 46k and 27k. So either Carthage has increased their strength substantially, or they just never had an ability to move their troops into Iberia. And I suspect that to be the latter, that latter option to be the actual one. I suspect that they were actually far stronger than they were showing. But that's fine. For now, I think we're just going to potentially hire these mercs, which we can do right now. And we can just get these guys onto unit reorg, but they're exiled right now. So we would move them down into Carthage down here while they're exiled. And we just put them onto... Yeah, this is not going to go well for Carthage. We would just put them onto, like, recap territory, right? So we would just put them onto... Yeah, let's... Pretenders in Rome. Interesting. We would probably just put these guys onto Carpet Siege, to be honest. I'm not sure where they're going to go, but after they're black flagged, that should be fine. So we're still working on our roads over here. We're very close to finishing those. And we did we have another city? Consabura. Okay. So this up over here is a slave city. We'll build a tax office there. Wonderful. And we're just tossing a few mercs down over here, right? And we're heading over this direction. This will be fine. I do want to potentially put these guys onto unit reorg. They're locked in right now, so we'll let them move. We'll put them into unit reorg, and we're going to put them onto Carpet Siege. Interesting. It stopped them moving briefly there, but I just want to let them build up their morale for a little bit. That'll be fine. On their way over. Now, Carthage should have this under control, to be honest. It's only this 20k stack, I think, and Carthage's 25k stack can probably handle that, in all honesty. So up to 54% morale at this point. I think I'll take us out of unit reorg right now. And we're just going to make our way up over here. Cool. We're done building our roads here. So apparently this was already built up. It doesn't look like it. But apparently it was. That's a lot of gold to lose. We'll brush this off. That's fine. Democrats are now in control, giving us national citizen output. Okay. And we do lack a governor down in Baetica. We'll put in... this is a scorned family. We should definitely look for a scorned family member. Oh my, this is very far down the list. Okay, we'll do that. I'm not happy about it, but we'll do it. And over we head. We're just going to head in here and siege this and potentially fight this force. They have no commander. That's intriguing. So we're going to head up here and try to reinforce this. I don't know if we're going to catch anything. We're on our way, though, with a few mercs. And it looks like Carthage has this under control. So if they do, we're just going to come over here and siege. Oh, yeah, they've got that. No problem whatsoever. We're just going to come over and siege. Beautiful. So at this point, we can take these guys off of road builds. I'm noting that these two are currently at war. Okay, I would like to attack this region right here. No doubt about that. Any city buildings that we can do? Actually, yes, there's 4. So we've got Fortuna out over this direction, which is apparently a city. I guess it is. I didn't notice that. Interesting. We've got Fortuna out over here. This should probably be made to be the capital, but we need to be at peace for that. Looks like we were making our way into having this be a research city, which seems fine. We'll do that. Cool. Actually, if we can catch this force, I would love to. They're running away, so we're just going to head up over here and siege. Looks good. Honestly, Carthage doesn't need our help, but it is kind of useful for us to help them. Of course, we're just sending a merc force, right? This is nothing too major. The head of the Correid family just died. Okay. And I would like to boost up the size of our first legion. So let's hop into our military tab here. We can bring this up to size 27 now. Wow. Okay, so that's definitely a good thing to do. Let's grab some additional light cavalry here. I would normally use heavy, but let's bring this up to at least 4. Let's just double the frontline size here. So I'm actually going to add in 4 units of spearmen here. There's a lot of cavalry in the armies that are out this way, and countering, not this one, but that's a merc army. There's a lot of cavalry in these armies. Look at this. And countering that with spearmen would be great. So we're going to do that. We're going to still have archers, and that's going to put us up to plus 10. So that's going to put us at 22. We can get an additional 5. So I think a unit of supply train might not be the worst thing. I'm going to grab a unit of engineer, though. And then we're going to grab 1 additional... Okay, let's confirm this and see what that does. 23. Okay, so we have 4 total that we can grab. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab 2 units of archers. We're going to grab 2 units of heavy infantry and 2 units of spears. That's going to cost 64 gold. We'll have to wait for a month tick for that. Right. This is 6. We can only do 4. What am I talking about? So we would then drop that down like so. There we go. That makes more sense. So we'll do that. Perfect. That puts us up to 27 out of 27. Now we can raise additional legions. 1 in Lusitania, 1 in Tarraconensis, some smaller ones in Baetica, Aquitania, Galicia. We're not going to do that immediately. That's all fine. We're going to continue our siege down over here. And honestly, Carthage has this super under control. It's done. So we're going to let go of these mercenaries. Wonderful. And at this point, Basti. Okay, so this is back up to 3 of 4. I'd like to have this be a research city as well. We should definitely start thinking about some manpower cities. We're only gaining about 400 per month. I'd like to bring that up to about 1,000. But we will certainly build an academy here. We can call down additional pop assimilation speed, which would be great. Now, keep in mind, this is assimilation, not conversion, right? But that's fine. We'll definitely do that for now. That harsh treatment is only doing 0.18. Is tyranny hurting or helping that? Apparently neither. Okay, that's interesting. If we let them take over all of this territory, I wonder if that's better or worse for us. We'll attack them basically as soon as that war is over, for sure. Yeah, basically as soon as that war is over. So that'll be okay. No real issues there. And we kept Carthage happy by helping them out in their war. I'm not sure how much we actually helped, but that definitely will keep them a little bit happy. We've got a city down here. This is making its way towards being a manpower city, and that's good. We definitely want to encourage that. So that'll be fine. We're going to build an additional forum once we can. We'll need to drop the Grand Theater and the Great Temple. They're good for conversion, but we're going to get rid of them. And we're going to build in a forum and a training camp here. That puts us up to 4 out of 4. What else do we need? Just this city, which all this needs is a library. So at this point, that is all of our cities good to go, and all of our settlement buildings good to go as well. So now we need to build more cities, right? There's no doubt about that, but expansion is certainly something that we're interested in. So, I do want to wait for this war to end, which it should end very momentarily, right? I feel like it'll end momentarily. If we were to move up over here... When will this war end? They should end it very soon. Like, they had control over this stuff and lost it. Hopefully they'll get that back soon enough. These guys are winning. Absolutely. And that's fine. We want this war to end. We're going to annex all of this territory ourselves, and we're going to basically immediately attack them. So they got this back, and hopefully they're getting this back as well. Because that should end the war, in theory. We'll declare this war as soon as we can, but now is not the time for that. In the meantime, we can certainly look for locations like... Let's see, all of these capitals down here are cities, correct? This one's not. We could certainly make this into a city. We make base metals here? Sure. Seems fine to me. So we're going to upgrade that up to a city. Wonderful. And we'll have the political influence to make another city relatively soon. This will definitely be a slave city over here. We need to start considering the fact that we probably have enough research cities and we just need to allow those to grow a bit. Most likely. Especially once we get urban planning here. Which will be momentarily. Yes, actually, bring in these freemen and citizens. Do it. How are we doing on our pops, anyway? We are at 3267 compared to Carthage's 3625. Okay. We definitely need to take over some territories over here. This is full occupied, and that war is now officially over. So we are going to declare our own war here. Are we going to call Carthage? They would join. I don't think we need their help. Although they think we need their help, according to the war balance. Okay, we'll call in Carthage here. Yeah, we'll gain some tyranny. That's fine. So we're going to immediately declare on them, and we're going to walk in right here. Now, we're going to raise our levy troops. So levies are raised, and these guys are going to... Let's see, we have 6k here. We have 3k here. These forces are all going to group up over this way. It shouldn't take them long to get there on our road system. So that'll be good. We're going to fight right up over here. And they're battered from their previous war. So this is not going to go well for them. Beautiful. These guys are mercenaries. They're heading in over here. We'll let them lock in and we'll go fight them. Cool. There we go. Excellent. And we just easily win that. They're going to send reinforcements in, but it's not going to go well for them. Yeah, they're running away right now. We're going to walk in here and fight them. It is time to put a cut in here, so I am going to do that here in a moment. They have a fair number of forces in this area, actually. Oh, wow, look at that morale differential. 5.08 versus 5.08. I didn't expect them to have similar morale to us. Well, that's fine. It's not actually a problem. We can hire these mercs once again, and we're going to bring them up over this way. So they did have a few additional troops, more than we thought that they would have, but it's fine. It's not actually a problem. We've got Carthage on the way, and we've got all of these levies coming in. We've got our mercs on the way. We can just outscale them. So we're going to back off here. Cool. No problem. We're going to back off here. We'll let these guys reinforce a bit, and we'll just fall back behind this fort. That's absolutely fine. So we're attacking down over here, but it is time to put a cut in here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to annex at least a good chunk of this. I'm hoping to get all of it, though. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atalat, Shadowwolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corbid, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.